Hi, today in Let's Get Working, I would like to discuss cold calling. Cold calling is finding a potential employer out of the blue to see if there is a job going in their business. Cold calling can help you crack the lucrative hidden market. The hidden market is where jobs are not advertised and go through word of mouth, networking, or cold calling. About 80% of jobs are in the hidden market. Job advertisements sometimes receive hundreds of applications, but a cold call at the right time can find you a vacancy before it's even advertised. Use these handy tips to improve your cold calling skills. Who do you want to talk to? If you don't know the person's name, work out their role within the organization. Perhaps they're the human resource manager. You can call about a specific job by first researching the company and the job itself. When you call, you'll want to show how much you know and prove you're the right person for the job. Be polite to the receptionist. They can be a goldmine of information about their company. Okay, so when you're preparing to cold call, it's best to write a script. You can save yourself getting tongue-tied and forgetting what to say with a practice phone script. This will also help you to speak clearly. Some examples of this might be, "Good morning, my name is Martha. I was wanting the name of the HR manager, please. Would I be able to speak to them? Thank you." Okay, or you can ring and say something like, "Are there any suitable openings in your business at present? Can I send my resume in case any come up in the future?" You might be transferred to different people in the same organization. Remember to introduce yourself again and explain the reason for your call. During the call, find somewhere quiet to make your call, away from interruptions or distractions. And once you're on the phone, don't put the person on hold to answer another call. You've worked hard to get to speak to them. Don't waste this chance. Another thing to be mindful of is to dress to impress. You could sit on the couch in your PJs to make your call, but if you're dressed and at the table, it might help you to get into the right frame of mind. There's a difference in your voice if you sit straight or even stand, and it'll help you sound more confident on the phone. Mind your manners. Politeness is the easiest way to make a good impression on the phone. Speak clearly. Try not to mumble or or too much. Speak as clearly as you can and smile. This will add warmth to your voice. Excuse yourself. Put the phone aside to cough or sneeze. Don't sniff or splutter on the phone. Use names. Show respect and warmth to the person you're speaking to by finding out their name. Using names will make your conversation feel more personable and comfortable. Say thank you before ending your call and thank the person for their time. Take notes. It's important to keep pen and paper handy when cold calling. Notes of what was said in your phone calls will save time when you next speak with the employer. You won't have to go over things already discussed, and you'll be impressed because you're organized. I've also got a sheet that I can show you of how to lay things out so you can keep account of what you've said and done and what the next move has to be. Okay, it's important to be persistent. If you haven't found what you wanted, ask the contact details of someone who may be able to help. You've got to be persistent. If the person you want to speak to isn't there, ask when the best time to call back is. If the organization won't give out direct numbers, get an email address After the call, keep your promises. Once you've made the call, you're almost done. If you said you'd email your resume and contact details, do it soon. And follow up. If someone said they'd call you back but you don't hear from them after a couple of days or so, give them another call. Chances are they've been busy and forgot to get back to you. They'll probably be impressed by your enthusiasm to politely follow up. Alright, so that's the main areas of cold calling. Now I just want to run through the procedure of structuring business names and addresses and what to do to make that call. We'll go through a cold calling procedure. Okay. So how do I get my list of businesses to contact, you ask? Well, the easiest way is by pulling out the yellow pages and looking at the businesses you want in the suburb you want to work in. So here for today, I've looked up florists, and I've actually got a local yellow pages that just looks at Parramatta and Blacktown and St Mary's, which is the local area where I'm at. There's about it's a good idea to use the current local pages as opposed to on the internet, because people pay for these ads, so they're current. The ones on the internet are sometimes old and the businesses have closed down. So it's really good to get a copy of the yellow pages and use that to get a list of businesses and their phone numbers. Okay, so in these yellow pages there's about 100 florists. I would then decide what I wanted to get out of cold calling. So do I want to get the hiring person's name and postal address to do a mail out to all the florists in my area? Or do I just want to send my resume to those that have an opening? So I'm going to decide on the first one, to just get a list of hiring people's names and their postal address and do a mass mail out. So I'd get out a form which looks like this, and I'll put something like this up on the blog, and on it you'll find that there's 7 columns. There's a column for the date, the business's name, their phone number, a place where you can write down the hiring person's name, their postal address, and whatever follow-up you're going to do, whether you're going to send out your resume or whether you need to ring them in a week or so, or whatever directions you speak to them about. Alright, so then, once I wrote a couple of businesses down and their phone numbers, I'd then start ringing. And maybe ring 5 a day or 10 a day. Cold calling is probably a really time-consuming part of looking for a job. Like, it can take days or even weeks. But it's a really good idea to stick to it and just do it slowly and steadily. And you never know, some employer may ring you up and say, hey, I have an opening, please come for an interview. Alright, so I have a script written down, and for this particular circumstance, I'd say, hi, my name is Martha. Can I please have the name of the hiring person? And so I'd write that down, and then I'd also ask them, can I please have the postal address? And I do this because sometimes the postal address is different from the street address, and you don't want to get your resume and cover letter lost, so it's good to ask for that postal address. Even if it is the same as the street address, it's good to double check anyway. So then you'd write whatever follow-up you need to do in the follow-up column. And so then, that's about it. And then, so if you need to send out your cover letter, we'll look at putting that together at another time. But yeah, hopefully that's helped you a lot. And just slow and steady, just do a bit every day. And just see where you come from here, and keep looking back at your notes and see whether you need to follow up again, whether you need to make another call. And also I forgot that once you do send your resume and cover letter to businesses, leave it about 3 days and ring them up and say, I've sent my resume and cover letter to you. Do you have any openings? Did you get my cover letter and resume? What do you think? And it may just be the prompt they need in order to say, oh yeah, that's right, please come in for an interview. But look, it is hard, and you will get rejections, but just keep positive, and as long as you keep trying, you've never failed. You fail when you give up, but while you keep trying, you haven't failed. So I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, write to me. I'd love to hear from you and how I can help you. And even some really good stories, like if you've had some really good contact with businesses and they've been helpful to you, write in and share it with us. We'd love to hear good stories as well. Anyway, that's it from me for now. Have a great week. Bye.